When text is flowing around an image, sometimes you'll need to force some text to start after the image, say for a heading or for some other purpose. Let's make a working copy of image-float.html, and we'll call this image-float-working. I'll open that in my text editor. You notice a few things here. Up at the top, we have a style for floating right an image. And then down here, we have an image that uses that class float right. And we have some text to flow around the image. So let's go ahead and load this up in the browser. And there we have our image of the scissors with text flowing around it. Now, if we want to break the text so that, say, this paragraph here, starting with ut non ante, if we want that to start after the image and to break that flowing around it, there's a couple of different ways to do that. So that's right here. Now, in previous versions of HTML, it was common to use the BR tag for this. And you would do something like this, BR clear equals right. And if I save that and load it up in the browser, you'll see that that paragraph now starts after the image. That clear equals right, it says anything that's floating on the right, let's clear that before we start this paragraph. So this obviously still works because browsers are designed to support legacy code. But this is actually considered obsolete in HTML5 because the use of a lot of different attributes to do these kinds of things was originally the philosophy behind HTML, and HTML was getting really, really big and it wasn't doing the job. And so style sheets with CSS was developed, and now it's much preferable and much more flexible to do these kinds of things with CSS. So instead, I can just take this p tag and I can say style equals, and I can say clear right, like that. If I save this and load it in the browser, you'll see I get exactly the same result. So using the CSS clear property works great. There are three possible values for clear, left, right, and both. And I'll often create a class for this, and this actually works really great. You see up here, I have a class that's called .clear, and it has clear both in it. And so instead of this, I can just say class equals clear. And now I can use it in different parts. I can use it on different elements. And I can use it in different places in my HTML, and it'll still work exactly the same. I hit reload, and that still works exactly the same. In fact, if I wanted to use a BR for this, now I can close my P here, and I can say BR class equals clear, and I can load this up in the browser, and I have exactly the same result. So the CSS property clear is used to clear a floating object like an image. This gives you the control to start text after the floating object like the image instead of flowing around it.